Welcome to the annual Ben 10 video. We do this once a year, and this year we're going to be doing a tier list, a Ben 10 Omnitrix ranking. So here we have the Omnitrices. That is how you say it. Probably. And here we have the 5 tiers. Unlike the government, we take these tiers very seriously. We've got the extra epic tier, the it's alright tier, the yeah tier, the not that bad tier, the this could have been so much better than what it is, why is it the way that it is tier. So we're going to be ranking these by design and functionality. So let's start with the Omnitrix that started them all. But before we do, subscribe. Do it. Do it now. And whilst you're down there, leave a like. Let's do the prototype from the Ben 10 original series from 2005. Gonna move this to the it's alright here. The design is iconic. When you think of Ben 10, you think of this Omnitrix. Now that's for two reasons. One, the show basically peaked in the original series. And two, it's just a really good design. It looks very alien-y, and it also looks like it's a prototype, it's not the official thing. It looks like there will be mistakes with it, and there are mistakes with it, which is why it's not at the top. So moving on from the prototype Omnitrix, we have the recalibrated Omnitrix. The design is very slim, it looks like an actual watch, I like that. And functionality, well, this Omnitrix is perfection, okay? It does everything. You want to transform to Big Chill, you get a Big Chill. This Omnitrix gives you what you want. It's probably the only Omnitrix that does that. And just for that, we're putting this up here. Yeah, it's extra epic. Now we have the ultimatrix. So we're just going to put this to the bottom tier. Okay, I don't like the gauntlet design, and I just don't like it in general. It's just so bad. It has the ultimate evolution feature, but that's pretty much it. There's an episode where Ben tries to use an Omnitrix feature, but the Ultimatrix doesn't have that feature, so they were pretty much screwed. It is lacking features that the prototype version had. Now, obviously the Ultimatrix isn't an official Omnitrix that was made by azmuth, it was made by albedo, but the point still stands. Now we have the Omniverse Omnitrix. Design is perfect. Really do like this. It's very slim. The functions of it, not so great. You have a hologram dial to select your alien, which, looks cool, but the icons are very small and they're not very detailed either. All you see is the face and they look like squares with a few lines on them. I can't really tell which alien's which, to be honest. Also, when Ben slams the Omnitrix style down to, choose an alien, he gets the wrong alien, which you'd think wouldn't be a problem since this is the final version of the Omnitrix. It would work perfectly, right? It does, except Ben activates the randomizer feature every time he slams the dial down. Now, azmuth knows that Ben slams the dial down when he selects an alien. This Omnitrix was made for Ben in mind. So did azmuth do that just to mess with him? Maybe, who knows? But what I do know is that this gets to the second tier. Now we're moving on to the Ben 10K Omnitrices, not including Ultimate Ben, because I think he has the Ultimatrix, although it does show him with the recalibrated Omnitrix, which, doesn't really make sense, unless they're trying to say the recalibrated Omnitrix is the Ultimate Omnitrix, which they're right in saying, because it is. So anyway, we have the OG Ben 10K Omnitrix. Now, again, like I said, I don't like him big, and I don't like him chunky. I'm sorry, Motomoto. It's the same as the original Omnitrix design, but bigger, and I don't like that. So, you're gonna get put into the, yeah, it exists here. It would be higher if it was smaller, but it's not. Now we have the Omniverse Ben 10K Omnitrix. Now, it's always been alluded to that the Omnitrix had some form of sentience, but what I didn't know was that the Omnitrix had its own sexuality. That's why it's called the biomnitrix, right? But seriously though, I don't like the biomnitrix. I mean, it is cool that Ben made it himself using the smartest aliens that he had in the Omnitrix. Now, in the show, the biomnitrix doesn't really do any good fusions, except for one or two. But, it has potential to be good. Now, the design is awful. They look like sweatbands. It's too simplistic. Now, for the Omniverse art style, they put the extra detail in. So, I don't understand why the biomnitrix is so simple. We're going to put this in the, not bad tier, but it's still pretty bad. Now that's all the main Omnitrices, but there are other Omnitrices that Ben has worn or not worn. So let's start with the nemitrix. Gonna put this in the bottom tier. I like that it has all the predators of Ben's aliens, that's a cool idea, but I don't like the design, it's awful. And we have the new ultimatrix. Right, so this one you put on your hand instead of your wrist or arm, and I like it. You know, it's smaller, but it does look pretty uncomfortable. Like, your hand would probably get stiff if you kept it on for too long. So it gets to the, yeah, it exists here. It's good, but could be a lot better. And last but not least, we have the Omnitrix before the Omnitrix, the Unitrix. So the Unitrix can hold one piece of DNA, and in this case, it's Gwen's DNA, which Ben instantly falls in love with. Bit weird, I know, but they do say that the DNA got completely randomized, so it's a different person. Well, they don't actually say that, but I guess that's what they're trying to say, so it's not incest, but it probably is incest, you know. I guess you do have to keep that part of the Ben 10 community happy, I suppose. So anyway, yeah, this is going to get into the not bad, you know, it's like, so that's every Omnitrix in the Ben 10 Prime universe. Didn't do any from other universes because they're just the same as the Omniverse Omnitrix, or the original Omnitrix, but with a different colour, or with spikes. Hopefully you enjoyed this tier list. It was just a tier list, I don't see what there was to enjoy, to be honest. And you know, if you have a different opinion than mine, you're wrong, because I'm right in everything. Now, subscribe for more right things.